Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, just real quick, this is just like a venting story time video. So, Ayden has been at the daycare since July, so it'll be a year. And all the teachers and everybody know him for the most part. He's now in another class where he has a teacher and she's fairly new, so she doesn't know him. And so, what frustrates me is just in general, having a child with Down syndrome, automatically when you tell someone that he has Down syndrome, automatically it's like, boom, they start treating him different. And I understand, it's different and you may think and stuff, but immediately first of all, when I let somebody know, like, look, he has Down syndrome, because they ask why he doesn't talk or what the case may be, because he doesn't have like very strong features of a child with Down syndrome, but and so I let them know that Ayden is very, very smart. He understands everything that comes out of your mouth, and he will get over on you. So if you try to treat him different, and a lot of people, they baby him and things like that, and I'm like, at first it gets frustrating, because it's just like, the same way these kids, if they do something that's not okay, or and they get in trouble, time out, whatever it is, treat him the same way. If he messed up his mess, make him clean it up. Whatever it is, treat him the same way as every other child in that room. The only difference besides with Ayden and everybody else in that classroom is that Ayden doesn't talk. And he's starting to say more words, but that's the only thing he's not verbal. But anything else, as far as Ayden understands any and everything that come out your mouth. And if you try to treat him like baby him or anything, he will see that and he will get over on you. Just like any kid, any child that sees, that you allow certain things or whatever, they will get over. They know who to do certain things with. And the reason why this topic came up is because I've been watching the daycare my kids are at has cameras, and I've been just checking on the cameras, seeing how he's been doing. And he did a couple things that I did not like yesterday. And so I let the teacher know that, she has to be stern with him, and that's with a lot of kids, like, you have to be firm in what you say, because if it's just like, oh no, you cannot, just stop or whatever, that doesn't work all the time. And just talking, you have to be stern, like, hey, sit down, so but anyway, yeah. And so I explained to her, like, the same way you would do or say or talk, to the other kids and things like that, then treat him the same way. Like, it's just frustrating automatically when you say, or when they find out that your child has Down syndrome, it's like, it's completely different. It's like, no, it's just a, diagnosis, of what he has. But he is the same. He's just every child is different, and he just he different, and certain things, of course, he's still not potty trained yet. He's not internally ready, but so that's the difference. He's a little delayed in certain areas, which is to be expected for the most part. But as far as him being a child and him being a kid, he is a kid and with Down syndrome, but he is no different. And you don't treat them different. I treat Ayden like the regular child. When you treat them different, you make them feel different. Every child is already different. Every single child on earth. And so, yeah, I just wanted to address that. I'm going to be speaking more about dealing with kids with Down syndrome. And notice that I keep saying kid or person with Down syndrome, not Down syndrome kid, because that's not his name is Ayden. It's not Down syndrome kid. He's a kid with Down syndrome, or it is an adult with Down syndrome, a person with Down syndrome. Do not label or do not refer to a person with Down syndrome as a Down syndrome person, because that is offensive, and we do not like that in our Down syndrome community. Okay, because it is offensive. And so, yeah, like I said, I'll be talking more about, Down syndrome and educating people and just talking about Ayden's history and story. But I just wanted to make a quick video on break at work and just address it, because it was just, like I said, a little story time bit. Okay, so now that my venting is over, I've thought about some things I can maybe do to kind of help the teacher deal with Ayden. So I plan on going to speak with her later and let her know some things that Ayden likes to do. Like, he loves to listen to music, he loves to read, and certain different things, so that when he does things that he's not supposed to do, instead of just getting on him, because I don't want him to feel like he's just always in trouble. And so, because he is a kid and he's gonna do things, and he's a boy as well, so he's gonna do things, but just basically trying to redirect him and turning that negative into positive. I'm sorry, this hair keep blowing in my face, it's itching me. But just redirecting him into something that he likes, so that it's not more so just no, Ayden, don't do this, no, don't do this, so it just won't feel like he's just always in trouble, always doing something wrong. And that goes for me too, as a parent, as a mom. I always try to think of ways to see how can I redirect him. Like, he still has this thing where he throws stuff sometimes, and we've been saying stop for the longest. Every now he just still throws things. And so all the time I think of ways, I research, what else can I do to try to help him understand that throwing things, he could possibly hurt someone, or it's just, you only throw, a ball or certain things, getting him to really understand that. Because I kid you not, ever since Ayden learned how to throw in physical therapy when he was a little baby, he never stopped. It's like, maybe we should have waited on to teaching him how to throw things, because I kid you not, ever since he learned, he likes to throw things at times. And it's the fun, like, it's like playing catch with himself. He likes to throw it, go get it, throw it again, go get it. So it's a game, but at the same time, he could potentially hurt somebody sometimes if he's throwing the wrong type of toy, the wrong type of direction where a child may be. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want any child to get hurt or anything, especially because my son is throwing stuff. So yeah, but I will start checking back up on him on the cameras and following up after the conversation, so that I can see if there's any change in his behavior on some things, and also just continue to work together with the daycare, because I know it can be a lot sometimes. I'm a mother, it can be a lot, because at that age and with the other kids, you're able to communicate with them and things like that. And with Ayden, you can't, because he's not speaking back verbally. So yeah, I'm just gonna do my best as far as trying to help her, as well as I'm still learning myself. So I always try to research or reach out in the Down syndrome page on it's Parents with Down Syndrome Facebook group on Facebook, and try to ask what are some ways they've dealt with their kids, because Ayden's only 3, so I've only touched so much at certain ages. And of course different kids with Down syndrome go through different things. So it's always good to get advice from other parents that have children with Down syndrome or a child with Down syndrome. So yeah, that's my story time for today. And Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm going to do a question and answer video soon. So shoot me some questions. Follow me on Instagram, MISS_JAYZ. And on Ayden's page and Heaven page, you can find that from mine as well, or in the YouTube bio. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.